Hello, and welcome back to the original Larry D's Food for Thought. Today we will be, of course, reading out of the Old King James Bible. Be reading from the Old Testament and out of the New Testament to the law and to the testimony. Okay? We'll also be going over a few scriptures today concerning the title. Excuse me. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. Okay? I'm going to share these scriptures with you right quick here. Yeah, what book are we talking about? The book of the Lord, which is this holy Bible, okay? And when I say read this, don't get into those new NIV Bibles. It's important that you read this old King James Bible, okay? Because a lot of things have been changed in those new versions, all right? But yeah, the Lord say, look, seek out of this book and read it because this is our roadmap to salvation. It is even our instructional manual on how to live forever, believe it or not. Okay? So that's why it's important that we sit down. I mean, people sit down there, pick and read every book under the sun that they can read. But when it comes to this holy word, the only book written, the greatest book written, that will get you salvation. People just don't want to pick it up and read it. But we're going to take a look at these scriptures today and see if we can get a little understanding because I'm telling you, time is of the essence. Time is short. It's time to get this thing right. And how you going to do that? By reading this book. It tells you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And what the Lord has written in this book, they are words of truth. Okay? Now, I'm going to stop sharing these. We can go ahead and get started with these scriptures here. Excuse me. See if we can get some understanding on this thing. Uh, we're gonna start this in Isaiah. Isaiah the 34th chapter. And I'm gonna read one verse, verse 16, and it reads, Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it has commanded and his spirit it has gathered them. Okay? So look, Lord say, seek out of this book, man. Sit down and read this book. Get some knowledge, man. Learn what it is the Lord wants you to do and not do. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you do read it and do what it say, you're gonna have a great reward in the end. We're gonna read that. All right. But let's go a little further. Let's go over here to Proverbs right quick. Going to Proverbs, the eighth chapter. Excuse me, take a quick look at this. This is Proverbs 8, and I'm going to start reading at verse 1. And it reads, Doeth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? Verse 3. She crieth at the gate, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Verse 5. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart, of an understanding mind. Okay? Let's see. Verse 6. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things. Okay? And the opening of my lips shall be right things. Okay? And the Lord speaking to you out of this book, right? For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. See that? There is none forward or perverseness in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Okay? How do you get that knowledge? Reading this book, crying out unto the Lord, man. We're going to read that. He will give it to you. Let me show you this right quick. Let's go over here to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 33. Jeremiah 33. And let's see here. I want to start reading at verse 2. And it reads, Look, thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof, the Lord that formed it to establish it, the Lord is his name. Verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. You see that? You call out unto the Lord, man, he will answer you. He will show you these things. You read this book. Some things you may not quite understand, but I tell you what, you may be walking somewhere the next day and all of a sudden, bam, it hits you in your mind. Oh, that's what that means. Okay? You cry out unto the Lord. He'll open up your understanding to it. But you got to want this thing, okay? But look, he'll show you things that you simply did not know, okay? Matter of fact, let's go look at this because there are a lot of people, a whole lot of people just simply don't know this, and it's so simple. Well, look at this. Excuse me, this is Ecclesiastes 12th chapter. I'm read one verse, verse 13, and it reads, look, uh, yeah, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Did you know that? If you haven't heard me say it before, you probably didn't. But look, that's the whole duty of man. Lord said, he said, man, look, fear him. You learn to fear this God because he is a God. He has no respect of person. Okay? So you have to learn to fear him. And of all, keep those commandments. Okay? Now, let's go a little further here. Let's go to Psalms right quick. We're on to Psalms 19. Take a quick look at this here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this is Psalms 19. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 7. And it reads, look, the law of the Lord is perfect. We talking about the commandments, the royal law, okay? Converting the soul, the testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statute of the Lord are right. Rejoice in the heart. Rejoice in that mind. Look, the commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. Okay? So, hold on just a second here. I want to make sure that my volume was up. Sorry about that. But let's see, verse 10. More to be desired are they than gold, yeah, than much fine gold, sweeter also than the honey and the honeycomb. Verse 11. Moreover, look at this. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward. I told you. So, hey, keeping those commandments, you learn to fear this God and do what he say. Look, when the end comes, look, you receive a great reward. Okay, but let's go further. Let's go to let's go right over here to Proverbs. Go back to Proverbs right quick. This is let's see, Proverbs, the third chapter. Proverbs 3. And start reading at verse 1. Oh, let's see. Okay. This is Proverbs 3 and verse 1. And it reads, look, my son, forget not my law. Lord, don't forget them commandments. But let thine heart, let your mind keep my commandments. Okay? For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Did you know that? By keeping them laws, those commandments, give you long life, peace. Okay? Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart, of your mind. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Look at that. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. Okay. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Okay. He will lead and guide you. Okay. Verse 7, be not wise in thine own eyes, fear the Lord and depart from evil. Okay. Keep saying that, man. Learn to fear this God, man. Because, hey, he can do something to you can't nobody take off of you. You understand? You better learn to fear this God and do what he say. So that's important. Seek out this book and read it so you know how to keep yourself out of trouble with the Lord. Okay? Now, let's go further here. Let's go to the New Testament right quick. Let's go to where we're going here. Going to First John. First John. Let's see, it's Peter. Okay, here we go. First John. Get over here. On to First John, the fifth chapter. First John 5, and start reading at verse 1. And it reads, whosoever believeth that Jesus is Christ is born of God, and everyone that loveth him that begot loveth him also that is begotten of him. But by this we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments. Keep saying that, don't it? Look, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Okay, they are not grievous. What's wrong with not lying on your brother or your sister? What's wrong with not stealing from him? What's wrong with not killing him? Okay, bearing false witness on him. What's wrong with that? Nothing. They're not grievous. Okay, they will get you eternal life. But however, we got to do all that he said. That's why he said, seek out of this book and read. Okay. But let's go further here. Let's go to Romans right quick. Going to Romans, let's see. Going to Romans the sixth chapter. A quick look at this. This is Romans 6. Romans 6, and I'm going to start reading at, let's see here, verse 12. And it reads, look, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lust thereof. Okay, so don't let sin reign in your body, all right? Neither yield your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto God. All right, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto God. Okay, now, verse 16, look at it. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. Okay, so whoever you yield your members to, that's who you're gonna serve. Okay, so you either serve God or you serve that evil one that was kicked out of heaven down here to this earth. Okay, because you either gonna love the one and hate the other. Okay, but it's so important that you uh be obedient unto righteousness. Okay? So serve the Lord and serve him with gladness of heart. All right. But let's go to one more place right quick. Let's go over here to Second Timothy right quick. This is the last place. I want to put this on you right here. This is Second Timothy, the second chapter, and read one verse, verse 15. And it reads, look, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay, so sit down, read this book, seek out of it, study it. Okay, and cry out unto the Lord. He'll give you the understanding, and he will show you things in this book that you simply did not know. Okay, because this is our roadmap to salvation. You want to know how to live forever? Read this book. Seek out it and read it. Okay? I hope you understood that. Hope that I encourage you to read this book. So with those words, food for thought, think on these scriptures and words throughout the course of the day. And until next time, peace.